What's going on, champions? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to unpack the 7 best passive income ideas, some of which you have never even heard about before. Remember, we have active income, which is the income that involves your time. That means you gotta clock in, you gotta trade your time for money. And then we have the passive income. Passive income is what a lot of people want. And many people have been dying to basically find out how they can make passive income. So with passive income, you have endless potential to earn money. I mean, the scale with passive income. You don't need your time to be traded in order for you to make money every single day or every single hour. That's not how passive income works. In fact, with these strategies, you can basically make money while you sleep. Remember, passive income doesn't mean you're never gonna do work, right? Some of these strategies that I'll be sharing with you are really front loaded, meaning you gotta do all the work up front, which is how passive income is. Once you put up the work up front or you put up the money up front, then you can earn as time goes on, if not for life. So if this is your first time joining this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button now and give this video a thumbs up to avoid missing out on all the awesome helpful tips for your financial wellness and financial empowerment. And also share this video with other people to help them get this information quicker. People deserve to understand how to empower themselves financially. So let's dive right into this. Passive income. Why is this a big deal? We've talked about it. Passive, active. Do you want to keep trading your time for money? Warren Buffett said, if you have not figured out how to make money while you sleep, you are going to work for the rest of your life. And that's why we're talking about passive income, because when one of the wealthiest men on earth has come out and said passive income means that you will not have to work for the rest of your life, you gotta pay close attention. And I'm not gonna go into the normal stuff, the boring stuff, the stuff that everyone, kind of talks about, like dividend stocks, bond ladder, bond series, all that kind of stuff. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm gonna talk about practical things that you can do today to control your financial destiny. If you're looking for financial independence, there you go. You've got options that you can add on. And some of these, like I said, are going to be front loaded, meaning the sweat equity. That's how I've grouped these ideas. So there's the front loaded where you have to do all the work yourself. And then there's the one for the guys with the big bucks and the guys with not so much of the big bucks, but the guys who have the money, who want to pay to play. So the pay to play strategy means you have to come to the table with money. Let's dive right into this stuff. So number one is online course. You've heard about this. This is something that you've been hearing about, but you may not know how to get into this. And it's really simple. There are so many platforms that have made this online course production or creating online courses very easy. The trick is, or the simple hack here is, you have to find something that you are really good at, something that you can do with your eyes closed, like literally, right? So let's just think about this, right? If you have a skill in pet grooming, if you have pets and you know how to groom your pets, or maybe you work in the pet grooming industry, how about you write a course on how to groom cats? That's an example. Or how to groom, animals. Or basically you can teach a course, or just have a course that basically walks people through the steps of creating a YouTube video or editing a video, stuff like that, and you post it on sites like Skillshare, Udemy, Coursera, and you basically sit back and watch the money roll in. As people purchase the course, these platforms will send you a percentage for the work that you put in. And the time is now to get started. Guys, people are home. People are looking for the remote learning. Remote learning has never been more needed than these times. So don't think that this market is so saturated that you cannot get in and make a name for yourself. There's so much demand in the remote and online learning space. So this is very still, great for you to tap into. Let's go to number two. Number two is ebook. So this is almost similar to the online course, but instead of you teaching step by step or exchanging your skills in a passive way, right? We're talking about writing a book. This could be a recipe book, right? This could be the same thing where you're writing a book on, how to do stuff. This could be a how-to book. This could be a storybook for kids. This could be whatever idea you have, right? As long as you feel very confident and you feel very knowledgeable and you feel like you can provide some value in that niche. This is a niche-driven space. If you really want to make the money, then I'd say go ahead and write your ebook. Ebooks are typically, most of the ones that people buy these days are like in the 20 to 30 page range, or even 30 to 40, 20 to 40 pages. You can really write 2 pages a day, and you can have your ebook ready in a month. So this is not like a ton of work to the extent where it feels almost daunting. No, this is practical. You just got to set the goal, set the task on your calendar, block the time, and you write 2 pages a day, or even 1 page a day. It could take you 2 months, and you have your ebook ready. And there are platforms just like the Skillshare platforms. There are platforms that can help you publish your ebook, and then they help you do the marketing and the sales. You don't have to do anything. They distribute your book and they pay you a percentage when people purchase the book. Now that's mailbox money in the digital form for life. So you got to tap into this. Again, this is still growing. So don't feel like this opportunity here is tapped out. There's still a ton of potential in this space, but it requires your sweat equity. The work is front loaded. You got to put in the hours to develop the ebook or the course. So let's jump into number 3. Number 3 is another one that really requires your time upfront, right? It requires that ability to devote time to taking pictures, and this is stock media portfolio. So what are we talking about here when it comes to stock media portfolio? These basically means that you are producing stock images, or you are providing stock images to websites or platforms that give people stock where people pay to purchase stock images or stock footages, like stock videos, right? So people can use this for their productions, for their B-rolls and their media stuff, but you can make money doing this stuff. It's a lot of work, I gotta tell you that, right? But once you hit critical mass, it's almost like you're walking on water when it comes to the payment here. And if you are already in the media space, if you are if you love taking photos, right, or you love video shooting, this could be a good one. If you have good quality pictures, you gotta have a lot of them. That's why I say stock media portfolio. You gotta collect pictures or photos that you've taken, or you have people who take nice pictures. You gotta, you can start earning. You could put a group together, come as a group of friends, and you guys, love taking pictures, traveling, adventures, and you get cool pictures from your trips. This could be a good way to have a catalog, like a portfolio that you could go out there with a group of friends and you guys can create one if you can't do it yourself or all the work yourself. But this is a sure way to make passive income, but you got to put in the time up front for the money to keep rolling in. Okay, so this takes us to number 4. Number 4 is where you have to pay to play. That means you have to have money to get into this space. And we're talking about peer-to-peer lending, also known as P2P lending. So this is very, very passive. Of course, it has its own risks, meaning that it is an investment in a way. It is you're basically lending your money to someone to get a return. So when you lend your money on certain platforms like Prosper, some of these platforms will pay you, for lending your money, or you get returns when people, return your principal with interest, so you get paid that way. And like I said, you gotta do your research and figure out which platform works best for you. There's several of them out there, but you want to stick to the ones with the better ratings. So P2P, peer-to-peer lending, is something that gives you passive income. You don't have to do any work, you just let your money work for you. So you got to check it out. If you have some money to spare, or you need some money to make you money while you sleep. Let's get into number 5. Number 5 is very, very similar to the stock photos, except that you are not the one that produced the music. Again, you could be a music producer and you could have your catalog and people use it, but this is pretty much you purchasing other people's intellectual property. It doesn't have to be music, it could be movies, right? It could be NFTs, it could be whatever, but I'm just using music to drive this home because that's what most people relate to. So we're talking about music catalogs. I'm purchasing song rights. So when you buy song rights, there are platforms like Royalty Exchange. I'm going to show you a quick demo on Royalty Exchange and how you can basically get into Royalty Exchange and make some money buying song rights and music catalogs. So again, you got to pay to play, right? You got to put your money where your mouth is, and your money will make you more money. And this is the platform right here, one of the biggest ones, Royalty Exchange. According to this platform, they advertise themselves as uncorrelated yield. So pretty good yield, right? According to them, and passive income. So passive income is the key. So if you've got a few $1,000s, you've got some money, you want to buy some song rights, I'm going to show you. They say the ROI, the return on investment, they advertise here is around 10% plus for return on investment. That means that if you put in $1,000, the rule of 72, you're gonna get your money back in around 7 years. So that's pretty good, and that's 10+%. And they've completed 1,000 plus transactions with a transaction volume of $90 million plus, $90 million plus. So you gotta, do your own research too. But this is one that's very popular out there. And as you can see, these are some of the catalogs and what the has been made off of this. So you can see the right, you can see that this is a 10-year term. That's what, if you purchase this, that's what you're gonna have it for. And the price is listed at $160,000, but there are other cheaper ones. And the yield, basically how much you're gonna get off of the 160 is 15%, so 6.6 multiple. That's how many times of the money you put in. But anyways, you've got movies as well, you've got trademarks, so intellectual property. You could build your portfolio here and collect a lot of IPs and music and just build your own catalog and just make money while you sleep. So let's see some of the things they have listed just for the giggles, right? You can see they've got some of the featured listings here, and you can see some of the artists like K-pop. They've got some of this stuff. They've got the Young Boy. They've got the royalties from Young Boy Never Broke Again, Young Boy NBA, and they've got several artists here that you can kind of go on. They've got the song Juju on the Beat. And the number here, so the last 12 months earnings tells you how much these song rights have earned in the last 12 months. The reason I'm going into this is that most people are not familiar with royalties or song rights or the music catalog. So I'm trying to unpack this for those who have not heard this way of making passive income before. But this is something that you can tap into right now if you've got some money that you want to put to work. And you can kind of click on any of these the featured listings, and you can just see what is done in the last 12 months, what is done in the last 3 years in terms of earnings, and what you can purchase it for. So you can see that this one is the Juju on the Beat, on that beat song right. If you purchased it today, you're going to, you're basically looking at a $6,700 potential earning per year, and you're also looking at dropping about 50K or more for that. But then the thing is, you're going to get a pretty good yield from what this is advertised at, because this listed price is at 8.84 times the last 12 months earning. So again, I'm not gonna beat this one to death, but you can go check out Royalty Exchange for yourself and see this. And there's a lot of prizes, all these things from different artists, different prizes. You can see what you can offer in the auction section of the Royalty Exchange. And this is not just the only one. There are other ones out there. You can see what fits your investment budget or your passive income budget. So let's hop over to the very last way to make money while you sleep, the passive income. The very last one here is this is not the last one. I take that back. Number 6. So number 6 is short-term rentals. Short-term rentals could be, I'm gonna have to unpack this one. It could be renting cars on platforms like Turo. It could be renting your home on Airbnb, HomeAway, Verbo, or these short-term rental platforms. But instead of you being the person or the key manager, you can hire a co-host. So you can get a co-host, or you can work with a co-host, or work with third-party companies that can manage your short-term rentals for you, your vehicles, your houses, that kind of stuff. But once you collect a good portfolio of vehicles on Turo and short-term rental platforms, or short-term car rental platforms, or home rental, short-term home rental platforms like Airbnb and VRBO, you basically isolate yourself and let the managers manage it for you, or the co-hosts run that for you for a percentage. So they get a cut for managing that for you, but they still pay you, meaning you're making money while you sleep, or while you travel, or while you do other things, but you have to invest the initial capital. So let's talk about the very last stuff here. The very last stuff here is a new one. It's one that most people are not familiar with. This is the managed online store. So the automated e-commerce store, also known as the done for you e-commerce. You've seen the Amazon automation, the Walmart automation. This basically means that you're going to have to put down some money to purchase an already functioning, or sometimes a built for you online store, or an e-commerce store. It could be an Amazon store, it could be a Walmart store, a Shopify store, but this is all done for you. So you have a team that fully manages the store, and you have to put down a certain amount of money for them to, build it for you, or for you to buy it. And you can buy it. I'm going to show you a quick listing here that I was looking at earlier today when it comes to the done for you. Let's see. So this is one that's on sale on the Biz Buy. I'm going to share this right here on the Biz Buy Sell website, and you can see it's advertised as fully automated and managed e-commerce store, and the price for this one is right around $30,000. That's what they're claiming that the price is. That's what it's worth. But again, that's a listing price. I'm not sure if you can negotiate it. But again, this is a fully managed and automated Amazon business. So if you put down 30 grand, they say you can get $3,000 to $5,000 per month. That's around 10% at the minimum of what you put in. So that's not bad if you ask me, a 10% return, and for something that's hands off. But again, you got to do your research and make sure you are buying from credible sources and not falling for scammers. But this listing right here shows you that there are other ways that people have not explored, or that you have not explored, to make passive income if you have the money and you do not want to do the work. You can get people to fully manage the stuff while you sit back and collect the check and sip on your Kool-Aid or travel the world. So again, let me know your thoughts about this. Have you gained some insight from this video? If you have, be sure to give this video a thumbs up right now and share this video with other people to help them get this information quicker. And if you have not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button right now. Hit it. Subscribe to avoid missing out on very helpful tips for your financial wellness and success. See you in the next video. Stay safe and thank you for watching.